game of the weekend because I think this is the biggest game of the weekend, and the reason is because I think this is a legit playoff game. The loser of this game, their season is in extreme jeopardy to over, depending on how they lose it and just the vibe that comes out of it. That's the Eagles and Cowboys Sunday night football game. I mean, if you're Dallas, you lose this game 4 in a row. That's brutal. You lose a home division game, that hurts. It looks like it's pretty obvious that the NFC West is going to have a minimum of 2 playoff teams with the Niners and Seahawks. The Rams want to make it a third team. And the North would like to think they're going to have 2. And then you look at the South, the Panthers are rolling right now, and there's obviously the Saints. So it looks like the East is going to really struggle to get a second playoff team and probably won't. So the only playoff bid is going to be the winner of the division, and it's going to come down to these 2 teams. That's why this game is so huge. 3 and 4 is just not a good place to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
If you're like, I think the Eagles could bounce back from it more just because they're on the road for this game. If the Cowboys lose this game, I mean, their season they are in massive trouble. There's no Amari Cooper round 2 walking through that door this year.
Mm-hmm.
There's no trade that they can make that is going to greatly change this team. Their roster is set. The issue with this team is their coaching staff. And unless they're going to make a midseason trade for a coach who actually knows what he's doing instead of just clapping, or I don't even know, man. Their defense didn't even look good.
All I've been hearing is Lincoln Riley next year is going to be the Dallas Cowboys head coach. That's all I've been hearing and reading on Twitter. I don't have any insiders. I mean, to clear the air, but that's just what sports people have said on them.
I would
big trade journalism type things,
I would back that. That'd be fun. I think
that's what I think too, and I really think that Dallas is a better team than they've showed this year. I don't think Philly is. That's my kind of feeling on this game.
Yeah, you hate
You're big on Philly. I'm not huge on Philly. I don't. Alshon Jeffrey, you've seen the meme.
He's always hurt.
He's always hurt. Like their whole team's kind of. You've seen the memes on the wide receivers, like Deshaun Jackson. He'll play a game, sit 4 out. Play a game, sit 4 out. You don't know if this is one of the games he's going to play or not. And that scares me. Of course, with Dallas, you don't know if Amari Cooper's playing this week. I really hope he does because he kind of completes their offense, and he makes them really excited to watch. I think this week it's a run-dominant team with Zeke leading it. His first kind of huge week. Fletcher Cox hasn't had the year everybody thought he would. So I think Dallas controls the clock, runs the ball, and beats Philly for that reason.
So I was going to pick the Eagles until I just read the injury report, and the Eagles have 2 corners listed on the injury report.
Wow.
Their secondary is junk. Everybody plays.
Is Amari Cooper playing?
He's listed. He's questionable.
He didn't play last week, or did he get taken out last week?
He got hurt.
So I hope he plays this week. I think this could be a huge week for him as well as
this was Dak. The game. This was the game last year where everyone was like, "Oh, that's Amari," because this was he had like 250 yards in the winning touchdown in overtime.
Mm-hmm. And it really hurt them last week, and you could see that they weren't the same team without him.
It's weird,
and they're definitely excited to have him back.
It's weird. It's weird how much of a difference Amari makes. Amari Cooper's soft, though. Let's be honest here. He just is, dude. Like, every time the guy is like he's listed questionable right now, I'm leaning he's not going to play just because he has a track record of being soft.
That's fine.
You know, the other thing that people are kind of dancing around with this game is if you lose this game, you're 3 and 4. The Giants are playing the Cardinals this week.
Yeah,
you could very easily be tied or below the Giants. And
that'd be hilarious. Either of these teams, that would be. I'd love it.
One of
these teams.
There's a very decent chance that one of either the Eagles or Cowboys, many people's Super Bowl picks going into the season, not just to make it, but to win.
To win it.
Yeah.
Wasn't one of, including who?
I have the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It doesn't feel good to be locked into. Yeah, hey, but do you know what? Do you know who's not on the Eagles injury report?
Deshaun Jackson,
No, of course,
he's on it.
yeah, of course he is. Do you
Carson
know?
Wentz.
Do you know? Yeah, Carson Wentz not gotten hurt this year. That's
Yeah, I know. That's
shout,
impressive.
shout out Carson Wentz. You know who's not there though? You know what corner
Who?
isn't?
Who?
The best starting corner in the NFL, Rasul Douglas, is healthy and ready for a bounce back game.
After his unbelievable performance last week. Ooh.
He was overdosed on vitamin D after getting burned so many times last week. So hopefully he'll be able to make it. Hopefully he'll be able to make it to the field for this game.
That was good.
Like that's the ideal situation. Can Doug Peterson call a game that doesn't feature his kicker running a fake field goal up from the 40-yard line with 20 seconds left and no timeouts?
Hey, hold that. We'll get into that later in the show. Come on. Come on.
Okay. That was the worst play call of the year.
you gotta listen to the rest of this podcast to listen to us talk about that play a bit more, maybe. But I'm taking Dallas in this game. I think that
Dak's numbers are not great in this year, hey?
Yeah, I think this is a game that Dallas is going to prove themselves. It's really big for them, and I think they're the worst division in the NFC, so I think this could really decide who wins their playoff spot. So give me Dallas on this one.
Do I have to take the Eagles?
Like, yeah, you do. You have to take the Eagles. So if you have them in the Super Bowl and you've been riding their high horse all year, if you took them over Minnesota, you have to take them over Dallas.
Oh man! So the reason the Eagles are going to win this game.
Give me one reason. All I want is one.
Welcome to Eagles Corner on why the Eagles are going to win this game. First of all, Carson, way better player than Dak. So we got that going for us.
That's Skip.
our number one receiver, although he looks hurt every single play, is going to play in this game. Theirs might not. Our white tight end, who's not very fast, isn't 39 years old. So there's that. The offensive line is healthy for the Eagles, unlike the Cowboys.
Eagles running back this year, other than Darren Sproles.
Jordan Howard.
Fair. Still not Ezekiel Elliott.
And Miles Sanders. Dollar store Saquon. That's actually what he
wasn't. He Penn State's back.
That's why he's
that's why he's.
Yeah, that's why he replaced Saquon. That's why he's dollar store.
I like that. I like it.
And on the defense, great defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Above average linebacking core, and then there's another unit and a really good kicker.
What's the other unit?
Oh, there's a punter. This team also.
I just like to hear you go in depth on this Philadelphia Eagles team. You picked to be in the Super Bowl, so I like your pick.
In my defense, I thought Deshaun Jackson would play in more than one game this year. Literally hasn't played since week 1. Do you know
saving him? They're saving him for playoffs when they're not going to be in. So.
Oh no, this Eagles team's gonna win. Okay, let's look at the schedule. Hey, they still got that Dolphins game left.
That could be the Dolphins' only win of the year.
Okay,
that would be hilarious.
Get ready for this. This is why the Eagles are gonna win the division. This is their finishing schedule: at Miami, home against the Giants; at the Redskins, home against the Cowboys; at the Giants. 4-1 at minimum down the stretch. We're fine.
That's fair.
We're fine.
Yeah, the Cowboys have listened to the Cowboys next few weeks. Of course, they have the Eagles this week. They have the Giants next week. Those should be 2 dubs. And then they've got the Vikings, the Lions in Detroit, the Patriots in Foxborough. They're hosting the Bills. They go to Chicago. they host LA, and then they have to go to Philly in what is that week 16?
Yeah.
And that's going to be a tough one. Of course, their last game's against Washington, who congrats on winning the Tank Bowl. We'll be talking about that later.
That Redskins game will be a really good game for the Cowboys to win their 8th game of the season and finish with a textbook Cowboys 8-8 record.
Yep.
But and they're gonna go 8 because they're gonna lose this game to the division champion Philadelphia Eagles. Get ready, Marcus. It's gonna happen.